moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President BOAKAI only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President Weah to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political noise. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President BOAKAI
Money no swap, mon blow on down. I just a man when I wait just like your jet. Wana, nada jozo yo jere. Money jai ba wan no swap. Studio, studio, oh studio, oh studio, studio, studio. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, kayene. Amuo, agatuo. Amuo, anusua bebe. Wade. Ablaze. Yawa you Dayo. Say I you clown, you boy him. Boy, you do you do matter you no say. Today no dear, body ya bebe. Studio, oh studio, oh studio, 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 oh studio, studio, studio. Wade, 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 oh wade. Give him oh. They are your clown, oh, black yourself. They are your clown. About your way. Made, oh, Made, Made, oh, Made.
Happy birthday to our own sister Nina Kuya.
Oh, Made, Made, Made. Oh, mother, Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, nyayo. Mono maizede kwa mamu banyone. Sumosu ena mubioni bozo. Aje hataje ena mublo able. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, daudi. Nyajere nyayo, nyayo, deano.
Okay, that's how we do it right here. Hello, Liberians and hello, God. Hit on the share button and let's get ready. Let's do it together.
Call him to the mansion. Oh, my opinion, this is a token of appreciation. So it encourages that kind of a bad behavior. It's just the kind of Liberia that we have an old man that should be a promoter of good, positive cultural values.
Thank you, Abu. Thank you. Thank you.
Your whole Abu small, your whole Abu small. Abu, who you small, man?
But we feel very hard. Just a random boy, just insulting important personality in the country, just because he has access to taxpayers' money.
Yeah, thank you, Abu. So we're bringing Shanti. Let Shanti come in. We're nearing the time. Shanti comes in after me. After Shanti. So Shanti, you can come in. You there, you're female, and you're very educated. Now, putting female on you, that's not to look down upon you, but you're female, you're a mother. You know what I mean to bring up a child, and that child is decent, the child is not decent. It's from that perspective. So what do you mean of, every day you wake up, children hearing insult everywhere on national radio? How is it appealing to you?
It's actually disappointing looking at the fact that that portion of the executive branch, that particular ministry should serve as the arm of the government communication, information to disseminate to us. Seeing these people every day when you wake up, when you say Liberia green, Liberia black, these are practical things, these are vivid things we are seeing with our eyes. And you got a bunch of ignorant, naive, and inept people sitting down at that ministry, claiming to be, informed. Let me say this. This government, especially the information ministry under this BOAKAI-led government is the most arrogant and useless arm of the executive branch. You have Jeremiah Pierre, I can't finish from the Calabash. He's one of the uninformed ministers ever Liberia has produced. Every Saturday, every Friday, Jeremiah Pierre has placed the Calabash as
So kindly
part
hit for
of
us
his
the share button.
major TOR.
Kindly hit for us the share button
So,
while we do the sharing at the back. Please hit for us the share button. That's exactly what we are doing because we are trying to get the message far and wide. So kindly hit for us the share button, and in the next few minutes, 1-2 minutes, we will be on.
if you got bunch of illiterate, bunch of arrogant people serving in government, this is what you have. This is what you have. They cannot even accept an honest advice from political, or let's say from prominent figures in this country. They see everything as propaganda. They see everything as bringing the government down. They see everything, as denigrating the government. No, that is not the aim of people that come up every day to speak in favor of the Liberian people. We cannot just sit down and watch BOAKAI and his surrogates to, to keep decreasing the image of this country on a globe, on the international, or on the international space. We cannot accept that. So when we come out to speak facts, Jeremiah Pierre and Daniel Sando, who literally, I don't know if I sometimes say that I feel sorry for his mother. You know what it takes for a woman to go through, 9 months of pregnancy, of vomiting, and you got an offspring that will just sit down and start insulting people. So Jeremiah Pierre and that of Daniel Sando, they are not just doing, themselves harm. They are also doing their future children harm. Imagine you as a little girl coming up, tomorrow, someone just point at you, all I want part in cause people, all I want part needs to cause BB people, all I want part needs to serve as deputy minister for information, that one part needs to serve as minister for information, and this person, it reduce the country to an insult arena. You can't be doing that. So these people, instead of focusing on how to disseminate government information, they will be sitting down targeting critical voices. They will sit down and target critical voices. When you speak the facts, they either cause your mom, Daniel Sano, he will come for your mom, he will involve your children. That is not the purpose of the information ministry. They are abusing that particular place.
Okay, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege as always for us to be on here. And we always see this as one of the most important duty that we have on the planet Earth. God has given us this particular world for us to inhabit for now. He expects us to do everything that we can do in order to keep this place safe, to keep it very, very, one would say, conducive, and to ensure that we leave it better than we met it. I want to use this time to welcome our people who have joined us from all around the globe. I want to say you are welcome in a special way. I want to welcome Deborah Doru. How are you? I want to welcome you, Madam Deborah Doru. Thank you so much for your presence here. It's always a privilege for us to have you. Madam Deborah Doru is doing some great work back home, and we will have the time to actually have her on here so that we can have a conversation about the work that she's doing back home. I want to say we recognize your work and we are excited and happy that you are giving back to your nation and society like many others. Thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. We also want to say welcome to Benji Alfonso Carr. Thank you so much, Benji Alfonso Carr. We appreciate your presence here. It's a privilege for us to have you here. Benji, thank you so very kindly for joining us. I want to welcome and appreciate my own sister, Hawatote. How are you doing? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. To you and the family, I want to say hi to you and the family. Thank you so very kindly for giving us an opportunity. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. So do us a favor here. So kindly do us a favor and hit us the share button and let's have a very wonderful time. Let's have a very wonderful time. Let's have a very wonderful time. And together we will be able to do this. It's going to be a very, very fun time. So just hit for us the share button. But today, our today's show is dedicated to our sister Nina Quia, who is celebrating her natal day. We want to say to you, Nina Quia, happy birthday to you. As you celebrate your natal day, we are with you and we hope and pray that the Almighty will grant you grace and the strength to continue to live long and do what you are supposed to do for our people. Nina Quia is a powerhouse. Our sister Nina Quia, the woman that general all by herself. I want to say happy birthday to you, Nina. We love you. And today, our show is dedicated to you. Thank you so very kindly. We are grateful to be joined by our brother, Trokon Gray, commonly known as Yellow Machine. My brother, welcome and thank you for joining us. How are you doing this morning from your end? Oh, no, this afternoon from your end. How are you doing?
Well, I'm okay. Am I clear?
Very loud and clear.
Okay, so let me use this time to again appreciate you for giving me this opportunity for my voice to be heard. And let me say good evening to your many viewers and thanks again to this unique family, all of the families, those that are making their way getting prepared to join us. And everyone, I just want to say thank you and very special.
Thank you so very kindly as always too. We are grateful of your own work that you do and for also joining us to add some ingredient to the team. It's always a pleasure to have you because you come with a lot of experience, you come with wealth of knowledge, you are on the ground, you are interacting with one of the most powerful group in Liberia. And uh, that is visible everywhere. Everywhere your group are, in every part of the Republic of Liberia, in every inch, in every corner, every nooks and cranny, somebody will say. So we are privileged to have you here. We believe that your voice here is very critical, especially on a diaspora platform that is widely listened to by Liberians. In the diaspora, we believe that you will help to give our people the information that are relevant relative to what is happening in Liberia. So we want to say thank you, and as always, welcome that we can go into the activities. But I know today is another wonderful day in Liberia. What is the occasion? What is the atmosphere like in Liberia this afternoon? How are things? Just giving us a kind of overview of Monrovia and some of the activities before we can start our major discussion. So, what is the activities like, or what are the
So, what we are witnessing uh, on today, let me be precise. I think the issue about bad news or sound of calamity is becoming a normal thing in our country. Every time Mr. BOAKAI attempts or chooses to use taxpayer money or to waste taxpayer money for things that had no impact on the lives of Liberians, he end up being exposed, he end up being disgraced. And the thing about bad news now, I think journalists are getting, if I would say, adjusted to bad news. Before when something terrible happened, it will, it will be like a breaking news. Everybody, oh, hey man, how that happened, and the rest of them. But the issue about bad news is becoming normal. Just imagine the day president. I just gave you just the most recent one. I think just in this week, the most recent one that happened. Mr. BOAKAI, after he was disgraced on a bus, he promised to bring 300 pieces of buses. Sadly, he lied, and the Ghanaian disgraced us. After they brought the Ghanaian rotten buses here. How he not managed, saying he brought, I know, 35 buses. Sadly, today again, wanted to take taxpayer money, go banga. Call up, tell all of the students there not to go to school because he want to prove the point that he's popular more than George Weah. He went over there today while he received a disgrace. In fact, more than 75% of the lawmakers didn't show up at that program. Not just that. The buses he took there to Banga to haul those students to the program to present a picture like his love and his popular. Sadly, today again, another calamity happened. The bus that they cleaned that were brand new, the bus broke down there today. So almost every day, it's from one calamity to another calamity, from one calamity to another calamity. And that's what I told Liberians during the CDC groundbreaking ceremony, that Liberians should not just sit and talk. We all need to get in action to make sure that the calamity move from over our country. It's not going to be bread and butter. Nobody should ever think about that. If there will be the cost, no matter what happens, for our country must be delivered from the cursed group of people. And so that is my own, and but there are a lot of too many bad things. But I think that's what I'm going to speak about for now.
All right. Okay. So definitely, yeah, we just want an overview. We'll go in depth in, those issues. But one of the things that I want us to talk about while we wait for others to join us in just very few minutes is what happened in the House of Senate. We said it from the very initial that this Oriental deal is very bad for Liberia. It's not something that we should celebrate, that this is something that we as people must be very careful of. Knowing who Mr. BOAKAI is, immediately we heard of this whole Oriental deal and know how BOAKAI was in and out in Nigeria, back and forth. We said to our people that this is a terrible sign, where the government will be able to strike a deal with a company that has a very bad record and that has a clandestine record, and you coming back and signing a deal with this particular company without going through the due process. We sound the alarm from the very initial. And from all indication, what we are getting now is terrible. The sound that we are getting now is very terrible. And we will be playing videos of the appearance of the local boss, a representative from the Ministry of Justice, and also I think an individual who is representing some kind of institution. We will play it here. When they were being quizzed about the issue of this deal. It's a 2 minutes video that I am going to play. And fellow Liberians, I just want you to listen to this video, and we will have at least a few minutes of discussion on it, because this is very dangerous. This is very important for you to know. And when we tell you that the country is at the lowest pay ever, at the lowest, at the bottom, sometimes you think that we are joking. But let's play this video. And I want you to hear this video, and then we try to discuss it.
Nigerian company came to Liberia. Yes. And they got 3 oil black. How much they pay for the oil black? Well, going to the corner, how much they pay for the oil black?
At least the blast in that.
How much was the lease for? How much money they gave the Liberian government? And who they leased it from? For the Liberian government, correct? How much did they pay to the government?
So at the time, there was a signature bonus of 200,000 for each black.
200,000.
Yeah, for each black.
So they paid for how many black? It was three. So that's 600,000 they paid.
600,000. And there were different management contributions. Training and development contribution 150,000 annually. Social welfare contribution 125,000 annually. The surface rental is $175 per square meter in the exploration.
So in financial terms, what was the spend on rental in Liberia in 3 years?
Between the time I want to acquire the license and the time they found out, they might have spent close to $80 million. $80 million.
Come on, man. Just tell me 150 for 200,000 for one block, and 150,000 you go to 80 million.
Yeah, because you have the data acquisition.
So how much they pay for the data? I asked you, how much they pay? You said 200,000.
No, those are 200,000. That's the signature bonus.
So how much they pay for data? Well, how much they pay for the data?
So let's take it.
Okay, let me know.
So when you acquire this, there's cost incurred in acquiring the license.
How much they pay for data?
So just for 2D, they pay about $10 million.
10 million for each data?
For the 2D data.
They pay 10 million for each block?
Yes. No, the way you acquire data, you don't just acquire for the block. You acquire for an area which will cover your block.
Then I will play this other video.
I have the Oranto D, and I'm looking at page 98. There's a chair and so, folks, do you have the Oranto D before you? You don't have this deal before us? That you don't have this deal?
The reason why, fellow Liberian, I'm sorry for intruding, that we want you to listen keenly, is so that you can understand how these people are damaging Liberia. How Joseph Newman BOAKAI have come to steal from the people of Liberia. So let's go. Let's listen to this.
None of you have this copy of the deal that was sent to us. So you came for a public hearing and the contract you sent to us. None of you have it. Question.
Do you have the soft or hard copy?
So what we
soft copy. Okay, then that copy. What is that? When you can't answer the question.
Let me ask my question again. My colleague asked why Oranto deal is not signed.
Honorable, the contracts are all signed and they were presented to the Senate for ratification.
They were not signed.
Senator Brown, was that what the response was? That they said it was not signed, so he would not vote until the signed copy is brought here. So I have Oranto deal, the hard copy, on page 98. If you have come on your copy, I will ask you whether this in my hand is correct, or yours is correct, or mine is fake. So maybe I don't know where I'm speaking from.
Senator, can I come to this?
Yeah.
I would take it that since the letter addressed to the Senate, signed by the President, mentioning those agreements, the committee will also hold on to the report until we have the proper signature on those pages, as Opium Senator Brown has mentioned, before any report is submitted to the Senate.
So I have in my hand, I have in my hand on page 98 of the Oranto deal, the Marilyn T. Logan signed.
Yeah.
On behalf of the Minister of Justice, there's a signature there. On behalf of the contractor, that is Oranto, signed by Prince Arthur Easy. And then it is on behalf of the Minister of Justice. First somebody signed for the Minister of Finance, there's a signature, and on behalf of the Minister of Justice of the Republic. There's a signature there.
Well, it's signed.
It is signed. No, that's not the point I'm making. If the people who send this thing here don't know that it's signed, what else you don't know about in this deal?
Honorable, we said that the contract are signed, and what we gave to the president was all signed. He signed the copies in front of us, and the documents that came to you, those instruments came from.
Which copy did the president sign? That will ask you if you have copy of this deal, because the president did not sign this one. So which one did he sign before you?
The very I think maybe the office that sent it to maybe must have sent the wrong one.
I have the total deal here. It's on page 116. Marlon Logan signed. It's also here. It's on page 1 viewing. So you will send me the signature page later?
All signed. Have all of the signatures. So you have signed some, didn't sign some, you photocopy, I don't know what you're doing, but it has to be corrected. So we're posting the signature note. Any senator in possession of the signature is fully signed, you will have to, you take responsibility to have it replaced. And we do that before the committee begin the deliberating in the committee. But all my copies are signed.
So I see that it's a production sharing contract between the Republic of Liberia and Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited, Liberia Offshore Block LP15. Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited. Is Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited registered on the laws of Liberia?
Thank you, Honorable, for that question. Yes, they are registered under the laws of Nigeria.
Where are they headquartered? And how long have they been registered under the laws of Nigeria?
Our Minister of Justice, can you answer that question, please?
I don't have sufficient information to say whether or not, to indicate where they are headquartered or not. So I am not, and unfortunately, the Minister of Justice does not represent Toronto. So
yeah, but in the mail to you, what's the return address?
the assumption is that we receive a mail from them. We have not received a mail from them. We dealt with them.
LPRA, in the return address, what return address you have for Rancho Liberia? So please state the address.
Yes, so it's Sinkhop, it's 19th Street.
T.
I'm not certain.
So, Mr. Chairman, so the government of Liberia is dealing with an entity, and nobody from the government of Liberia representing here seem to know where Oranto is headquartered in Liberia. Am I assuming right?
No, Honorable.
So where is Oranto's headquarters in Liberia?
19th Street, Sinkhop.
19th Street Sinkhop. How long has Oranto been a legally registered company and operating in Liberia? Because this agreement is supposed to be between the government of the Republic of Liberia and Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited.
Look, you represent the state. Can you talk to me?
Senator, these are international agreements. The company doing negotiation work through their legal representation.
Mr. Noka, Mr. Chairman. Yes, Mr. Chairman of Noka. Mr. Chairman of Noka. This is a production sharing contract between the Republic of Liberia and Oranto Petroleum Liberia Limited. Where is Oranto headquarters? How long have they been operating in Liberia as an entity? That's the question.
That's the question I'm answering, Senator. So when an international company expresses interest in the basin, they are required under the law to have a local registered local subsidiary.
Mr. Nobatia, please. So it can't seem to be a confrontational thing. Simple question. And the reason I'm asking whether Oranto is registered in Liberia is because I see the Liberia Limited. Yeah, is Oranto registered in Liberia? How long have they been registered on original development?
Okay, so they were registered on October 28, 2011. Yeah.
Okay.
The initial one that was October 15, 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one?
The last one was September 16, 2025.
So we take it that Oranto has been existing in Liberia since 2008, correct?
Correct.
Mr. Chairman, I will be requiring Oranto business registration annually from 2008.
Now,
every year we renew.
We can take this off and then go into our discussion. So, the Ministry of Justice, NOCAL, whoever they call themselves, appeared before the senator and they were being asked some very important questions. That's why I take my own time so that we can watch this video. As it relates to the address, we don't know of Oranto address in Liberia. As it relates to the contract is just looking some kind of way. You know, oh, we're not signing it. Oh, we signed it. The other signature, we know whose signature. Oh, okay, the other person's signature. So it's not even clear. When you look at the existence of Oranto in Liberia, according to the information, they were there 2008. They kind of play around, they left. 2011, they came back. They do what they're supposed to do. They fall away. All was under the Unity Party government. 2015, but they come back. And after that, they will be gone. My brother Chokom, I know you follow this. You've been hearing it. You have had some level of information relative to this whole Urantu stuff. Listening to this or hearing from the different corners about this Urantu deal, let's hear from you. What is your concern? What are your fears? What is the issue that you think is very concerning here that Liberians should pay attention to? Let's hear from you, sir.
So, in regards to how you call it, that whole Oranto issue, I I've been like out of home. I think. Hello, am I clear?
Yeah, you are clear. We can just mute ourselves. Those of us who are not talking, we can just mute ourselves then. Already we talk. But go ahead. Yeah, you are clear enough.
Yeah. So, in regards to that whole Oranto deal, I like I said, I've been like out of home. I think today I got a phone. Now I'm mature but I have to be on the internet. So what I will do, somebody send me the entire deal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in it. They did some screenshots. I'm going to go in it and do my own reading, and then maybe the next time, and I can make my own contribution in regards to that, because I want to take my time, in making my own contribution to this whole parental. So then that all I can say in regards to that.
All right, fair enough. So we want to use this time to welcome the Honorable Randolph Masekwe Dugwayu. You are welcome, sir. And we also want to welcome Detroit Wilmot. The both of you are welcome. So before entering into our major discussion, we just thought talk about this Oranto deal, on the surface, and then can go into our discussion. So Now that you people are here, we just want to hear from you just for 30 seconds. Maybe there's going to be a topic that we discuss another day, but from the clips around, from what we have been hearing,
Somebody background is tripping. Somebody background is
yeah,
tripping.
Jake, you can just mute yourself, Jake. Okay, fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we want to start from you, Honorable Dugwayu. What is your concern about? Because this thing has been going on for a while. We've been discussing it on different platforms. What are the issues here? What are the concern? Especially hearing from this whole Oranto deal that was in Liberia during the regime of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. The king got what they're supposed to get, and then they switch zoom off, and they are here again. Do you have any concern? Let's hear from you.
Yes, so but Prince, the concern is not, it's not a different concern. We've talked about this before. The Oriental D is a 419 speed. The Oriental D is the reincarnation of the El Nito deal that we all talked about here in 2010. It was when the El Nito deal, I gave you the historicity step by step. I was involved. That time I was in my embryonic stage of advocacy with this old man today they call Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson was one of the lead advocates, the same individual who brought in El Nito. He brought El Nito, he purchased El Nito for I think about less than 100 million. He went and sold it for over 300 millions. So he just a set pay business strategy. He doesn't have cash. He knows people. He's just a middleman who schemes countries around the world. He has never ended any deal before. Everywhere he went, it's just a matter of swapping. He's a swapper. He's a black money man. He's a BM 419. The actors of our state today, they know that. They don't care. That's what you saw in the MCC report. The natural resources we fail because we continuously mortgage our resources to schemers, BMs, looters. And this is well calculated. Every time the Unity Party is in power, there's some sort of scheme, there's some sort of manipulation, there's some sort of desire to rip our people from getting the just benefit from their natural God-given and infinite resources because oil is infinite. It can finish. It's not infinite. It doesn't go to infinity. And so, and to where they want to send out Orinto, wherever to, and this I know Ika, wherever got from Nigeria, it has huge prospect. It's around the Maryland basin. Right around I say in when you enter in the nautical mile that they because I think Labrador have a 300 plus nautical ocean that belongs to you as a country. Like regarding your territory, that's the nautical map. That's how you demarcate. That's the sea ocean demarcation. Is mentioned in nautical map. So along the same corridor between the nautical map of Liberia and Arco, along that same basin, there where Arco is aggressively, I'm told they are aggressively trading because so it tells you the prospect in that basin on the systemic data and every information available, it's huge prospect. It's that same play they want to give a 419 man who has no history, no record, no history of a former business deals that start and end without him swapping for a bigger deal. So he comes and take over blocks. He doesn't have the infrastructure, financial resources, nothing he has. One man show, he got a briefcase, he got the same company. And he served as a lawyer for the men's company. And the same company they used to serve as a lawyer for the Liberian government to create an agreement. They hold in a scheme. Criminality. So I'm hoping yesterday I talked to Senator Mangel. We talked to other people. We cannot sign for that deal.
Osaka.
We cannot. Choke on you. I got to meet you, Ferruco. We cannot. Our lawmakers. I'm calling on all citizen lawmakers. I'm calling on Senator Mangel and the citizen legislative caucus. Or else those lawmakers that will sign that deal, we will go for their names. We will name and shame them. We ensure they are not elected. We will vigorously campaign against them at the primary level. Because that's when you can put on a party, we're not in the house. And the way our political culture is like, when a man is elected on your ticket, you have no control over him. There's one reason lawmakers can misbehave in our country. So we are demanding them now. resist that deal. That deal belongs in the dustbin of history. That deal
Thank,
should be obliterated. It should not surface. It's a devilish deal. Any lawmaker from the city that signed that deal will treat you the same way we treating Joseph Boakai, will declare you popular enemy, enemy of the people, and enemy of the state.
thank you so much, Honorable Dogwayu. Uh, my brother Jake, let's hear from you on this deal.
Yeah, I saw the video you display in the Senate while everybody's struggling on that particular deal. Let me just remind followers. Me, I like to take them back. I like to remind my followers here. You know, when the guy was in opposition, they see the end of sorry gate, you can still remember Prince and to go you can still remember. They took the airwave at that time with that Stu Sherman coaster. Oh, Jory are selling your all black. You can still remember that story. Jory are selling all black. Jory are selling all black. Today, all that lie they spread, that gibberish they spread. Now, it that turn now is happening on their watch. What I would tell the followers here, you know that what I tell people, no more laziness. The social media or your phone is in your hand now. If you want to find out anything, just Google it. Check Google that particular or company whatsoever. Just Google it. You will know who they lead, who they have, where kind of branches they have. Can you imagine the people struggling? Those are representing the company or whatsoever or no car that are pressing in the horse there, all of them struggling. They get me? When I tell you something, Prince, I will buy my story now. All of them fumoing, see how they get low IQ. All that whole panel that came to for the Senate to ask. All of them struggling because what as Randall said, it's an ugly sucker, it's an ugly deal. So you can see it's dubious. You can know the last inside. The government just brought in for them to benefit. Now what they're doing, nothing enough for the Liberian people, if of them, they're into power now. So I asking followers here now, Google anything concerning that particular oil company in Nigeria or whatsoever, then you will know. You will know the function, that hair, if they involve in all kind of things, you will see it. Can you imagine if you don't have a head office in Monrovia? They don't have nothing. They get was struggling on a single bell, nothing. Even imagine they don't all people pressing them. They don't all people pressing them. So it's a scam, man. It's a lie. So I wonder, you're already on there because you discuss it. But for me, let me say something. No matter what do what you say, it will pass on that like legislature. Let me tell you, yeah, legislature legislature now. They both have it. You have to see what's happening. When a president can break all the rule of law, then you are talking about passing all blind and being in the field of the Unity Party. Even we're not talking about CDC lawmaker. They imagine they can disgrace member of the legislature. Police can be on there, no reaction. Then you're talking about passing or block or D or block. Well, it will pass. Friends, believe me, it will pass. They say they don't. They get the guts to stop it. Rule of law broken in the country. They will not pass a D. It will pass.
thank you,
Friends, it will pass.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. So we want to move to our discussion, and this is very, very serious. I want to start with our brother Chukwu. My brother Chukwu, there are disturbing news from Liberia. Like you said from the beginning, it is unfortunate that when we wake up in the morning, it's just so terrible. Just the news are just all very terrible. Again, we woke up to a story of a minor who was raped in the school. And this is not just happening in Monrovia, but in other parts of Liberia. These things are happening. It is only the one that at least people can make noise about that we can hear. And the government is doing absolutely nothing, raising no concern about this and taking no drastic step. Let's hear from you, my brother Chokon, about this particular issue that happened when an 8 years old got raped by a 15 years old boy. What is going on in Liberia? What is Liberia turning into? Let's hear from you, sir.
So, in regards to that identical rape issue, I think a week plus now on that issue because it was inheriting actually, right? I think it just came to the public, but I think it gone over a week now. For me, when it comes to the issue about rape in Liberia, I would say this to Liberians and in Liberia around the world and our foreign partner. I strongly believe rape is legal in Liberia. Rape is legal. I say this to mean that you have the Internal Affairs Minister that raped, evidence provided, living testimony that could testify say they man raped me. I'm not talking about a security man. I'm not talking about a watchman. I'm not talking about cook of a minister. No. I'm talking about the minister proper of Internal Affairs was accused of rape. I'm sorry. Was accused of rape. What came out of that case? Sorry. What came out of that case? Zero. The Internal Affairs Minister, I'm not talking about somebody else. I am not talking about a child. The court gave me too much shot.
Bless you.
Yeah. So the issue about rape, Liberians.
Yeah.
So
You can take a break, take a drink water.
yeah, let me take break. Let me take a break.
Yeah.
Put the phone.
Take a break, drink water.
We'll move on to Honorable Dobayu. Honorable Dobayu,
Yeah.
this issue of rape, what is happening in Nigeria? How have we reached this lowest level? Let's hear from you, sir.
Teacher, I think you need to put your phone on mute again. Yeah, okay, okay. Man, so the thing that's sport now. Everybody playing the sport. You know when sport can enter, and see everybody was smoking susha can our sport. So then I can knock on put the got something called drip. You know, drip can our sport. So that sport, we know everybody's playing winner in the country. That's sport. Sport is something that people got interest in. Popular interest in football today. When football playing, everybody get a team to go watch their team play. That's sport. So you be asking why rape is increasing. Detroit, the reason is so simple, my brother. Because you know, when you growing up in a home, whatever you see your parent doing, most likely that what you will grow up to do. We're in a society where rape has become a rewarding venture when you rape a minor, when you rape whoever, wherever, however, you are rewarded, you are celebrated. Especially when you are of the elite class. So the young man, I think 15 years old, raped the 8 years old. Maybe on the social media, you've been seeing rape has become so, attractive. It's an attractive venture right now that if you don't have the means to take your time and look for a woman, you just grab a girl and rape her. And nothing comes out of it because the executive mansion is shooting rape. Because maybe rape, the RS, maybe the ARR that word are rape, and that RR in the RS, maybe it's for rape. So they just saying or whatever. I don't even know the meaning, but I think it's one of it that stands for rape. So it's an agenda item. Rape has become an agenda item for this government. Even though the fact that the government has since this year they have refused to report. When you go right now, I can show you the report. The last time we show it here, since I don't know how many years. Every year there is a report online that you can see. But this year, since the rate is extremely alarming, the government doesn't want to report. And when you report, it gives people the idea to know the hotspots, to know the causes of this rape, to know who are the perpetrators, where they are. In this country, you and myself, we reside. When a rapist come in the community, you have to, the rape alert will go in our whole zip code. Everybody know rapists have come here. In Labrador, a lot of resources have been placed into the General Affairs Ministry, but nothing has been shown. And of course, Minister Peter Sedita, they did their best. Rape, they declare a national emergency, they allow people to protest, they allow awareness to be built. And later on, it started declining because there was a collective fight. The President George Weah, he he became a feminist in chief. He brought in DNA machines to fast track rape cases because sometimes despite rape is not good, other people can lie. So the only way to determine whether somebody has committed rape is to do a Siemens, to do DNA analysis on the semen, because when somebody is raped, within I think 72 hours, the specimen or whatever materials can be left behind, and there can be scientific analysis to determine culpability, to know who is culpable, who is responsible. That machine is languishing. We don't know whether the government has refused to service it. The last time we hear Gale come talking about no DNA machine. How about this machine that President George we are brought in the country? How is it in the last 6 years, people were finding rape perpetrator, but today we're not seeing them. So rape in a nutshell has become a sport. The only thing that disappoints me is people who do not have talk, those people who face the wrath of the so-called justice system we have, which is discriminatory, which is not just, which doesn't represent the spirit and intent of our justice system. Justice here, when you go to the temple of justice or wherever the symbol of justice, that one lady, right, you see her, she got a veil on her face. That suggests that she's not seeing whoever she's judging because justice is blind. That's what they call justice is blind. Justice is blind because when you see who you are trying to dispense justice to, you might be tempted to dispense justice with mercy. And that mercy might not be balanced. So because of that, you see that veil on the eyes of justice here, that is a symbol, suggesting that justice here, she dispenses justice without fear or favor. But in Liberia, the justice here we have there, the veil that on her face, got baby who she can spy and see and say, no, the other person that minister, I will not judge them. The other person that bled with tea, so I will judge them unjustly. The other person, I will give them harsh punishment because they are not a member of the elite family. So that is what is happening. So we are in empathy, and absolutely we are very much sorry for the young little girl, 8 years old child. That's the age of my son. That child was born 2017. Going through rape, that trauma, humiliation, we don't know whether that child will survive. Such is the condition that you have when you think that you just try to shield one person. That is how society can get broken down. In sociology, that is the reason why in sociology we learn about concept that advises all to be just and fair. Do unto others as you have them done unto you. Use the looking glass concept and self-evaluate yourself. So if A commits rape here today and you do nothing about that, the tendency that it will reoccur, that one a natural human tendency. Human by nature, we don't like to be regulated. We don't like to be restricted. But when we are punished for our wrong action, the tendency for us to exhibit or redo that, the chances become small. That is what our government have made. They thought they were harming the other little girl from Ministry of Youth and Sport who got raped. They thought they were injuring the parents. Not knowing it was an invitation, Chokon. It is an invitation to everyone in the country that we can rape and go scot-free. And so when you ask me what is going on, is a new sport initiated. It's like push or zombie jogs. It's a new phenomenon in our country where people will rape and then they are giving glamours, they are giving praises. Nothing happens to them. That's why you see rape has intensified. And from what experts have said, it might increase. We're coming in the first season. December, where there'll be a lot of selling around in the community. We'll be doing a lot of auction schools. You see some people, schools were closed. People will be visiting, going spend time to different places. These are things when people are floating in people's faces, when you got access to people, is when you can perpetrate rape. So rape is likely to increase in this festive period, especially now when the AIDS rate is up. It's alarming, but our government doesn't care. Our government doesn't care. So, my
Thank,
dear brother, rape is exposed today in Liberia, initiated by the regime of Joseph Yuma BOAKAI. Thank you very much.
thank you so much, Honorable Dogba. Fellow Liberian, this is
Temple of
a
Justice and
video of the mother. Let's go back to our brother Trokon. I hope you feel much better right now. But go ahead, my brother Trokon. Let's hear from you on this issue.
So as I was saying, we have a minister of internal affairs. All along, I am not too old, but at least I've been around now. For more than 30 years. I saw Ellen 12 years. I had sense enough, I could comprehend. So I never in my entire head about a minister being accused of rape and it was scot-free. I didn't see it on Manasali. I didn't see it on His Excellency Dr. George Manuel. But the government started with rape. In fact, right now, for the first time, I have seen a president cup. All along, I've been here 30 times. When they say president cup, it's about bringing people together through sport, right? Football, kickball, these sporting activities. I saw that president cup on a former President Weah. I saw it on a former President Salif. President cup. This activity was intended to bring unity in a country. Right now, we are having inter-ministerial raping competition. It's the President Cup. Right now, Liberians now can choose which one of the ministry you are going to support in regards to the inter-ministerial raping competition. In the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the Ministry of Internal Affairs. So the president himself, he has organized that unity problem is seen, and to say, oh yeah, gentlemen, you go ahead, the ministry that will do the higher number of raping, I will award you, probably I will increase your budget. And that's what's happening. We are experiencing inter-ministerial raping competition. So the thing is that when people have their will,
Okay, so I think the internet from his end is a kind of bit fluctuating. So let's go to our brother Wilmer. My brother Wilmer, the issue of rape is becoming concerning. Yesterday, it was at the Ministry of Agriculture that almost like we can say a
getting
minister
me
there.
now?
Okay, yeah, just laying on that. Yeah, you froze, but then welcome back.
Yeah.
Just
So as I conclude, we are experiencing an inter-ministerial raping competition. The president is probably he seemed to announce it to say, oh yeah, oh gentlemen, what happened? You found your own team, the ministry or agency that will do the higher number of raping. You can rest assured that your budget will add up. So the DIG was saying that the government refused to publish the report in terms of rape. Really think they will publish that report. The president has sanctioned the inter-ministerial raping competition. And they are not printing that banner, but we'll help them print a banner for me. I will take that initiative and print that banner. The president called with an inter-ministerial raping competition. So Liberia can know that it is clear that President BOAKAI has initiated for the first time since 1822. The first president in Liberia to initiate an inter-ministerial raping competition. That's what's happening. So for some of us that got girl children, some of our friends that got girl children, I'm sorry, they will be raped. There will be a lot of terrible things that will happen because the government support every evil. They will protect them. Nothing strange. There will be more raping going on for the government to refuse to publish the report. Think about it. So compare the old report that they once published. If you really check that report, it has even triple the current report now because government officials are involved with the issue about rape because it is a president cup, which is the inter-ministerial raping competition. I conclude on that.
Thank you so much. Let's go to our brother Jake. My brother Jake, the issue of rape. Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, Prince. You're going to give me the last cup. Prince, let me say something here to the followers here. Salute to everybody here to share this video. Prince, I like how the Unity Party are being exposed and naked. 2 years into their government, other than the whole Unity Party is naked. Let me remind followers here. You know, the catch is over now. Let's say they showing yourself, oh, I can remember everything they stood in the corridor of the social media, the media, in their surrogate, their propagandists were lying to the Liberian people concerning George Weah. That what happening on that watch on a massive number. First of all, look at the death. They used to say, oh, anybody that lay down in the street, that was George Weah. They would spoon to, they would carry camera. Early in the morning, you never see how the camera just appear. They be reporting death. Then they go on drugs. Oh, drugs. They go on rape. See what happening? The United Party is naked. So, followers, if you get to know now, Chokom, Prince, all the things that they were accusing George Weah and his government, not knowing that they got in the corridor doing these things. On their watch, and the king of power to stop all these things. They say, oh, the king of power to stop all the rape, the drugs, the killing in the country. But let's say in 2 years' time, people ballet all over the country, just like engulfed the nation. The rape cases on a massive level. So that what I'm saying, the United Party exposed and said they already naked. So the Liberian people feeling getting to know now, they were still spraying all that gibberish and lies and propaganda because they wanted power. You get your power now, when you cannot stop all these things. You are pointing finger at the other people, not knowing that finger pointing, they were massive money, all these things in the corridor of the Republic of Liberia to make the government to know bad. Our international community will not pay attention to the nation. What happening today now? They call this karma. This is happening now under the United Party. Who said they will investigate anything? They will not investigate anything. No, forget it. Because probably all these people that are linked, as I would say, to the Ministry of Agriculture and other places, youth and sports and things there, when we flare, when everybody flagging everything concerning rape. Nobody. They're only looking for opposition that will raise somebody. You get tired of the unit, you get tired of the CDC government, or you get lineage of voting right. Whatsoever you vote for this and that, the only way they will proceed, then they will come on you. So this is my warning. There is my warning, Prince, serious to the followers, especially those that are abroad, those in the Western world that are planning to go to Liberia because the country is highly divided. They listen to me carefully, seriously. The country is highly divided. It's seriously divided. The land has been doomed. It's seriously. You're not going to Liberia from the Western world. If you get affiliation, if you get any affiliation with the CDC, people know each other in the country. Your alignment. As you go in our country in December, January, February, that December time, when they get with December, followers, be very careful. They will lie on you. They will set you up. They will pin women on you. They will set you up. Let me tell you now. So anytime you go into Liberia, pick up your phone. Anybody that come here close to you that you don't even know, especially female, recording. Because as I'm saying it, they will lie on people that have affiliation with the CDC party and the opposition bloc. They will, because that the only way they will ping you, they will ping them because they feel everybody Everybody know each other on social media. We get alignment. The country is highly divided, print, seriously divided. That even now, they get people within the CDC cannot go to certain restaurant because they're scared. They get people to go, they can go to certain cafe to see how to know how the Unity Party are already divided the country on a massive level. People scared to go to a cafe that the owner is a Unity Party because you never know what they will plan for you there. In the restaurant, you don't know what they will tamper with your food. That reality, you like it or not. You gotta be vigilant. You can be seriously vigilant if you go, even those that in the country. That what I said, even the drugs cases that are going on in the country. I'll always caution the CDC people, the former official of government. You shouldn't make your house vulnerable. Anybody can plant things on you and come and know what the Unity Party can do. They're very violent. No, they're not concentrating on governing the country. They're only concentrating on witch hunting and cracking down on people or critical voices. That are whole thing they after in this particular 6 years that we've been. So I'm concerning people that turn the Republic of Liberia, especially women, December, November, any December, and January. You ought to be, because according to your lineage, the way the affiliate of the CDC can be very mindful. You don't get let people in your bubbles. Set up will be all over the country and they will lie on you, impressing you. They were impressing you. We saw it before. We saw it when they called Razo Dasso. When you went to Monrovia, because they know he had affiliation. Everybody was insulting man. Man caused all on the internet. It's the taboo of the new taboo of the Liberian people. But because he had linear on the CDC side, when he went to Monrovia, certain group of girls, they reported they arrested that boy. He went to South Beach. So on this time, it will be very massive. I just see the conscience of them wanting this, like people that are affiliated with the George Weah group of people, the CDC, especially the CDC, or the whole opposition bloc. So please, rape, forget it, like cartoon case. It will go on. Nobody will intervene.
Thank you.
Nobody
Now,
will be intervening.
I want to play this. I just want to play a few bars of this, and I want you to listen here.
The mother of an 8-year-old alleged rape victim who has an issue concerning her daughter. Can you explain? First, they call your name.
Naomi Chambi.
Okay, tell us.
Naomi Chambi for the GSA Road. My daughter attending Faith Mission Christian System School in GSA Road, Rehab. Big blue building in fence.
Around Joseph Nima Boyka community, Rehab.
Which was the
Rehab, same era.
She was okay, nothing happened to her. She was lively when she left. Coming back in the evening, she started coming home leaping. So when she came in, I asked her, what happened? She said nothing. But she leaping. She walking, she feeling pain. I said, because she high, so I thought maybe she not do something to the school or teacher or be her. Or maybe she not follow some small friend. But also any kind of way, she said nothing, mommy, nothing. So I said, okay. I made a hot water because normally in the evening, two of us can bathe together. I fetched the hot water, I put the water in the bucket. When I saw a uniform, she took her from the back, from the head to the back, dirty. I said, why you go to school? You carry your uniform dirty like the first day of the week, which is Monday. I said, what happened your uniform dirty like that? She said, we were playing. I said, stop playing. You know, a single mother, you go to school, pay attention, stop playing. See how you dirty. I put the water in the bucket, carrying the bathroom. I scrub her from head to toe. Washing the water now, cleaning even her vagina. Then she push her butt behind. I say, when they will start. When you read all the time, when you read it daily, I can bathe you. So since it's daily like that today, me bathe you, I bathe you, I reaching for you, pushing your butt. What happened? She said nothing. And I talk, I bathe, dress, we go in the room. Yeah, I call her. I said, you like chocolate milk? She said, yeah. I said, tell me what happened to you. You can't inside you walking leaping. What happened to your foot? She said, I know her foot hurting. I said, then why you leaping? She said, nothing. I mean, only talking 18, the conversation lasts for like 1 hour plus. I go angry. I said, since you now will tell me I can't be you. I tell the ratty and say later. As soon as I give a few latches, 3, 4, 5, she said, mommy, where I will talk. Because she's scared of BT. So anytime I want to get something for her, I get threatened her with BT. She said, mommy, where I will talk. Mommy, I will talk. I said, what happened? Tell me. She said, one boy carry me in the bathroom today. He let me down in the bathroom. I want to be in my uniform at 30. I said, he lay there in the bathroom for waiting. What he did with you? Then he took out his sonny. He had trouser. He pulled it inside me. He took out. He pulled it inside me. I was shouting. Then he called up for me. He go outside. I said, why you let complete to your teacher? He said, because the boy threatening her. He said, mommy, the boy said you will kill me. And then in the night when we were sleeping, you will come boil the horse here.
I will stop right here. We can't play everything, fellow Liberians. But this is what I have to say. Our mothers, religious organization and institution, well, many Liberians. This is not about politics. It has absolutely nothing to do with politics. Until you mothers can rise up and do something very terrible that this government will forever remember, your children will continue to be raped. Our children will continue to be at the mercy of these rapers. I repeat, so that you can know that what I'm saying, I mean what I'm saying. Until we as Liberians, mothers, fathers, religious institutions can do something very, very, very terrible. I use the word terrible. That this government will be able to remember, your children will continue to be at the mercy of these rapists. This is unfortunate. Look, as I'm speaking, I am a father of 5 girls. And there is no way that I can utter the word forgiveness when my child or my children are abused. And I know that. No, I don't know. Especially at the story that we are hearing. You have a minister at the Ministry of Youth and Sports raping a 14 years old. At the end of the day, Gale Como play politics with it. Oh, but the man, we saw the video, and the video, we still analyzing the video, and but what happened is that the video was not too clear, and the girl is in the Ministry of Gender, and they took the girl and the parent. Gregory Gale Como play fun out of the Liberian people. Mothers. Not too long, we saw what happened at the Ministry of Agriculture, where a contractor who is equivalent to the position of a deputy minister raped. If these things are happening right in Morovia, look at the place where it happened. Rehab, that rehab happen. Right in front of Joseph Worker House. Rehab, that the play happen. If these kind of horrible situations are happening right in Morovia, where all the organizations are resident, where all of the critical minds are seated, where all of the institutions are located. If these things are happening right in Monrovia, in front of our nose, I want you to begin to just imagine what is happening in Grand Cape County, what is happening in Lofa, what is happening in Maryland, what is happening in Zwedru, what is happening in River G. Those counties that are not near us. And there may be people who are very critical in terms of reporting the news, or these different organizations are not resident. Imagine what is happening there. My people, they think that we play fun way is gradually eating up our society. Yesterday, it was about drugs abuse. Joseph Newman Parker is not able to find it. So they just keep quiet on it now. And now it is real. Look, when evil is happening to your left door neighbor and you overlook it, that you are coming to, hey, that you are coming to. When the United Party government went and broke down the headquarters of the CDC, people were there, they were laughing. Oh, did you say, hey, yeah, man, yeah, ever say, yeah, that great headquarters. Oh, the people move here for here. Oh, the great headquarters. When we were saying that it was wrong, they approached my government. You evict somebody, does it cause you breaking down? Some of you who are members of the Unity Party, you felt our fun were making. But look at today, what is happening? Just in my own area in Cornwall, I saw one other new member of Unity Party. They're crying. They're crying their whole place. They're breaking down places and not even compensating people. The government is now breaking down area. They're not playing. Okay, let me finish. So they are not even, they don't even want to know. They are breaking down places in the name of we're coming to develop. And you'll see what we're talking about. When the violence was happening against the CDC, some of you sat down and you felt that it was just CDC. And you see what is happening? When it happened to the 14-year-old girl, we were talking to people in politics. Oh, yeah, left politics, man. Yeah, left politics. They were still on inside. They were still on inside. You thought it was fun. Then you see now, here woman here, and you see, an 8-year-old girl, 8 years, this is a baby. This is a baby. Baby, 8 years old. She's not being raped. And even the rapist, even telling the girl, you tell your mom will come to a horse. You can't burn a horse. You see what is happening. Look, this is terrible for our nation. This is very terrible. And it's good that we are getting all of this. Thank God that we are near the capital. We're right here. These videos will reach to where it's supposed to reach. We can assure you, it's not everything we can't talk. No, we can. There are some things they're not here for talking. You know what we're doing. But look at this that is happening. And the government has not even put out any kind of strong words. There are mother Gatumo Bweka have not even uttered a word to discourage this kind of attitude. The Minister of Gender, Benny Harris, she is there. We don't even know whether she is even existing here. We don't even know whether that ministry is even working again in Liberia. How did we come to this particular level? A vibrant ministry that yesterday you could pick out your phone and you will call and somebody will be to your house under the WIA-led administration. A ministry that was robust in going from county to county, training guardian counselor. How can now within a period of 2 years, the ministry here become dormant and silent? How can? How? Where did we? What did we do wrong? My people, and y'all see, raping and I know Unity Party child and I know CDC child. Raping I know H1 or H2. And you see what is happening? An 8 years old to be raped in this form, shape, and manner. And listening to this thing, you brought it. Look, it made me I got so angry until look, I got to cut it off and cool off before I listen to it. This is horrible. In Liberia, that the people say they come to rescue. Look at what is happening. Fellow Liberians, amen. You are a mother. Put yourself in the woman's shoe. A single mother, 8-year-old child, raped that child. She went to the house. Then they threatened the girl. Said, oh, when you talk to your man, say that we the one will burn the house in the bed when you're sleeping. We can't there with kick. And the government is doing nothing about it. But you know what happened? Why people are brave to do what they are doing? Because they saw a minister rape and nothing
Yeah,
came from out of it. Get it? Come on.
exactly.
You are protecting a man, a minister friend. They saw it happening at the Ministry of Agriculture. Nothing came from out of it. They saw it at the Ministry of Youth, a Ministry of Education, where a teacher raped a 14-year-old girl, impregnated a girl. Nothing came from out of it. They wouldn't say, Mr. Teacher, you can't be here again. Go for here, go. So people now are encouraged, people now are empowered to go about raping Liberians. You see what is happening? Yeah. Well, it is what it is. It is sad. But at the end of the day, all we can do is to continue to inform you of what is happening. That's our duty. Can't do nothing beyond this, is to educate you, give you the information, and tell you what is happening in Liberia. It's up to you how you use it. But fellow Liberian, our nation has gone down to the bottom. A nation that was once cherished, that people will refer to in terms of democracy, in terms of the rule of law, honor His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel. Look at where we are now as a nation. We have now become a bad example. To the extent bad or following beyond, we go for Copa 30 conference, the whole place catch on fire. If all our own opera there, when we put our bull down, our bull catch on fire. You see what is happening? You see the curse that is behind the nation. When that man of God said that Liberia, the nation will be in a very serious calamity. People felt that our phone, maybe, oh yeah, you have that phone one now. When people were having dreams and say they think they will play phone way, when time read, it will not be easy. Young people will suffer, old people will suffer, rich will suffer, small will suffer, the other will suffer. Some of all we felt that it was fun. The men were playing. We say, oh yeah, they were playing fun. Oh, that man, that's it, man. That man, no over we. That man, no over we. That man, I take money for President. We are. You think we not know? The people sound the whistle and they said it very loudly. They did not lower their voice. They were very loud. They said, this thing that we're playing fun with, old will suffer, young will suffer, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, all the classes of people will suffer. If you think I'm lying, fellow Liberian, let me just give you a few minutes before we go to our next topic. Let me play the one for you to hear it.
Judge, where
You think I'm fun with play.
if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer.
Let me move this one here. Yeah, the suffering now we're going through. They finish with the baby women and now. They can't to the children and now. The children now they can't to. Anything what we have. Fellow Liberians, it is what it is. All we can do is to give you the information. We come here, this place is not a place where we come to sugarcoat. We give you the information as it is, and it is up to you to use it the way you want to use it. But fellow Liberian, something very terrible again. You know, I don't know. Every time we wake up, it's another terrible news. And I want to play a video here, and we'll start from Honorable Dubai. I want to play a video here. This video, oh, I saw the video. I was like, are we serious? Is this really happening? I mean, is this really happening in Liberia? The buses yesterday we were talking about, and we all were saying, yeah, I lead the people to get buses. Is this what we are hearing? Is this what we are seeing? Honorable Tobayu, this is terrible. For us to see a bus that have not even made complete 1 month. One of my men say he was working, the Satan working some kind of way. A bus that have not even made 1 month. 1 month. That have not even made 1 month. The bus, the first place we saw it was twice. The second time we go look at it, it was in Banga, it broke down. Honorable Tobayu, I know we talk about this, but again, you know, what is going on here while we try to get you the video? What is happening here?
So what is going on is exactly what we signed up for. What is going on is, you see, this company I told you, I'm in contact, and I will share the message with you with the company in China. I told him I need 10 buses in Liberia. The guy, I don't know, he hasn't replied yet. Because we did a math last time, we told you. They said 3.9 million for 35 foolish buses. Foolish because I gave you the technical specification. Those who produce the bus, Jake, those that produce the bus, because I was very curious in knowing, because I'm a technical man, I'm a practical scientist, you know, I'm an environmental scientist, climate change, you know, professional, and we renewable energy specialist. My entire life has been in the technical field. What I've lived by in my entire life is from the background of science. So I believe in practical application. So I was curious. I think you have it. You should have it later on your project. I projected a document. I gave it to Prince Sharif. When you read the document, it tell you when the car was made, where it was made. It tell you the carrying capacity, the type of fuel In the specification of those buses, Chokon and Jake, they said the bus are short distance buses. They can go far place. It's stated the Namio. It's stated in the technical specification of those who made the bus. You see, everything you produce, you give it expiration date. Let's say, for instance, today if you go in the supermarket, you see your egg, they'll say expire in 2 days. After 2 days, they eat that egg you want your own because it told you it has issued disclaimer, give you that a notice. Under the law called notice. You must notify the customer and the public as to the details of running whatever product you may have created. So these bosses, they all made those bosses from China. They stated it. West Africa talk about it, also talk about the procurement processes. Very deep, right? They said these buses are short distance buses. Short distance meaning they are not made for everyday community. Okay, play that when we finish, I will continue.
Let me inform the followers, this is not an AR video. This is not an AR. It's original video. This is not artificial intelligence.
The program just like my brother thing went on. The 2 buses where they carried it broke down right away. They want a 5119 they broke down. The first one broke down, they got the other one. They want to hook up. Honorable W, this is
Wow.
So like
where
I
we
told you,
answer.
Chogon, when you read the technical specification, I hope friends can put it out. It's in the document I sent 2 days ago. It said these buses are short distance buses. You don't defy science. They may have made buses, the buses are short distance. You see, I give an example the last time. When I was in Ethiopia, I went there as a negotiator for the African group of negotiators. Negotiators want to negotiate climate change, the market and non-market mechanism of Paris Agreement. And so when we went there, as part of seeing technology transfer from one country to another, we went to a big factory owned by China. China get one of the biggest factories in Africa, in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, where they produce textiles, cotton, clothes. Instead of producing a material, way in China to bring it, they set up facility, big facility. It's like SKD. You put SKD about 5 or SKD down. That's how the complex is big. So they have these same buses. When you go there as a tourist, when you go there as a customer, as an investor, or as a researcher, they don't allow you to use your own vehicle, and also you're not able to commute from one end to another. So these Tata buses, these buses are called Tata buses. These low carrying capacity and lazy Tata buses, selling on buses. In fact, these buses here so long as that selling on. So your SUV, you get a small car, we're looking smaller there, you got strong horsepower than those buses. So those selling on Tata buses are meant in that factory, right? So to just drive you from one end to another. Maybe on the other side there where they get all the machines, on the other side there where they do the disassembly, on the other side there where they do the assembly. These Tata machines are meant to carry you from one stage to another, in a compound. Or sometimes maybe you go to Batawi or other places, you go to Sassy. You go as a tourist, you got tour guy in the buses to show you where to go. I guess my brother in Europe, Jake knows exactly what I'm talking about. These buses sometimes they are meant for students when they go on trip, short distance trip, or play soccer. They come by, they pack those buses. Maybe they use it once or twice in a week or a month. So these buses, they are not meant for long distances. Those who produce these buses issue that bold and unambiguous disclaimer, technical disclaimer. Our government, in their ignorant or perhaps calculated behavior, to steal, to lie, to manipulate, to deceive a lot of people, pretended when to China they saw other buses of higher quality. They did not go for those buses. They opted, they settled, they stood low for these low quality trashes, tata buses. Bring it to our people because our people do not deserve better. Do not deserve better. That is the interpretation of what I'm saying. Our people do not deserve better, Chokon. And I want my brother Prince Sherry to play the video I sent him the last time. Also, in this buses, Chokon, the guys are brave enough to install blue fins, these blue sunny fins, that you can just install in these buses as a means of ventilating the buses because our government is so stingy and so disconnected to the extent that in this modern times, 2025, almost 2026, this modern era of globalization, our government is still in the business of buying buses you call Nathan, blue thing. I'm not saying they say, Prince, please pull the video and play that video, let our audience see it. Fin, because Joe Boga has a Lexus that costs 2 point something million. He has AC, bulletproof. But the Liberian people are foolish people, they don't deserve better. So you give them a bus that you only have faith in it. And the boss is not sensitive. Nothing to hold on to. The boss it does not it does not consider other demographics like the elderly and the handicap. So it's not a handicap. They are protesting. They said these bosses do not consider them. Because somebody who is blind, who doesn't walk, the boss must be able to genuflect. They must be able to come to their level so that they will enter in and look at this boss. In this time, you see the blue thing I'm talking about? They install this blue thing in their bus, so that they will ventilate, the people. Are you kidding me, Jay? Are you kidding me? Is this the change? Is this the rescue? Come on, man. Come on, Libera. Come on, Joe Boaka. Come on, rescue. Come on, fellow Liberians. Look, if Liberia was a country where people can really concentrate, they will reject these buses. No wonder why some Liberians were booing Joe Boaka. Look, the boss look and tell me a surprising you for the boss to break down on a carpet. Not even model on carpet grass. On carpet grass, the boss broke down. Tell me where can our boss go? Tell me where can our boss go? So my brother, my man, I said, cracking to the blood. I always told you that cracking to the blood, Joe Boga can give what he doesn't have. He doesn't have conscience. Joe Boga doesn't care for the Liberian people. You can't force him at the age to care for the Liberian people. That's who he is. You can't get Kasauli to call, he say, keep it, you wasting your time. It was too all. Even when the Buffalo keep it more. Look at Joe Boga and his criminal, you give them the country to that way. Where else do you expect? Looting, stealing, manipulation, lies, deception, dishonesty. That's all you get from these people, my dear brother. I rest my case.
Thank you. Let's hear from our brother Chukon. My brother Chukon, the bosses are there. You've seen these bosses. The last time we discussed, and almost all of what was said on this platform is exactly what is happening. What do you make of these bosses? There's another video where the boss, the boss laying one. I can't remember the video here. Where the boss laying one side. Let's hear from you, my brother.
So again, I'm going to start my submission from where the DHG ended up, where he said Craig and Tony Blood. But I'm going to elevate a little bit. All right. When I look at the report in regards to country with low IQ, where Liberia is comfortably seated as the vice president or second place on that list, classifying Liberia as the second place, the group of people that are second place in the world with low IQ. Initially, I was doubting. I thought that report was not honest. I thought that report was only intended to insult us because there are a lot of Liberians, that got a lot of high IQ. But then I realized that on the average, it's not in any way to insult other Liberians. But I think on the average, our IQ are very low. I say this to mean that
You look at a Joseph BOAKAI for heaven's sake. A man that could not manage his own life, not just other people's life, but his own life. Because the thing is that love must start from you. There is no way somebody can convince me that they like me more than themselves. No. Love motto is first perseverance. How is it possible that somebody can manage their own life? Somebody that could not manage their own life come to Liberians and told them, "You give me your life so I can manage it." Liberians turn their life over to Mr. BOAKAI. And that's why we are getting. The men could not manage their own life. You take the whole country life and tell them what to eat. And I'm gonna get one crazy man, Basako, the men just run their body here, getting it. That the men just run the country everywhere. What do you expect from Mr. BOAKAI? What do you really expect? What do you really expect? The first thing the men brought, the men went in a garage of Ghana and so they put riding positive for them, bro. Say you carry to my car so they can put it inside and order. You carry to those cattle in Labrador so they can transport them around. The Ghanaian cannot say no, we beg you, we want Labrador to die, no person there, and not useful. You're the poor that took it for in our garages here. Please bring it back. Those people insulted us. And say you please bring our riding positive back. Shamefully, all about the bosses disappear from the executive mansion. Only God won't know. The Ghanaians took their bosses. Who knows? That's what I told Liberian that some of them were celebrating the boss. I said, you need to be careful how you celebrate with caution. The very government that told you that they were bringing 300 bosses, they just brought it one in, and the other ballon won't follow in. At the end of the day, those bosses begin by Ghanaian. Who know what are they riding bosses? They take it from Burkina Faso in one of those old garage and bring it here and say, let me carry there, go impress my follower. Who knows? Don't be surprised 2 or 3 weeks from now. Guinea or Burkina Faso can say, oh, that person there, you're passing around with that person there, our old person there, lovely bring it back. They sing with Ghanaian disgrace oil for the riding bosses. And you can't convince me that these bosses are brand new. I can't believe it. It is not easily possible that these bosses are brand new. No. Let went in the people garage and took the people riding bosses and brought it here, and we were disgraced. Ghanaian made fool all of us. Say, hey man, Liberia. Are you this useless that you can't afford your own boss? Letting the people get a boss? Me now, yeah, I would prefer working in the ride a boss. Look, the last time I wrote NTA boss, that was during the Charles Taylor government. When Charles Taylor brought that boss that could separate, where they had a rubber in between. I don't know, many of you saw that boss. They had that rubber in between where the passenger would use the both sides. The driver would be.
Well, my people, what you're looking at here, these are the buses that the government said is new. So these are the buses you are looking at. You see how the other one? You see how the other side? You see how the other one twist on what we have. This is what we have. I'm gonna spend all of the buses. Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, it just come from your end. All these buses.
Is that you coming?
Yeah. Come in.
Okay. Let me Prince, let me say this. Joey are too bow. Prince. Now Joey are putting the people in trouble that days. The men brought Prince's reality at all. Joey changed the face of politics in Liberia under the Unity Party. They doing all kind of crazy. They may brought developmental politics to change the whole narrative of the Republic of Liberia, and the Unity Party cannot grasp over this man. So everything that comparison they're doing, comparison. Wait, let me paint the picture here. A living as anybody. We living in the car factory, in the cheapest Euro is a car factory for the whole world. All the brand of car, Germany, Belgium, I'm from Belgium, Germany, Belgium, everywhere. Let me tell you, maybe I will shake some people in Monrovia. I'm here. Please, you see all the news, we just go to the news car in Liberia. You see all that news car, all the garages in Liberia. So I don't care because the thing making me angry. Majority of the news car in the Republic of Liberia are just saying it, a living car factory. As anybody, Belgian, German, with Holland, they are cheap car factory. You won't believe they get tested. They get car for 300 euro, 400 euro. Most of the cars, that accident car, you know what they do here? They put the car, they manage it, they spray it, you will see like brand new. The car is sell it, we ship it to Africa. That why let's you. That why most of the news car we go buy news car like here they press it because the port of the free port of Monrovia, because the taxes the people pay for that car. Eh? You see stupid taxes for 4,000, 5,000 US dollars. In less than 1 year, the car then break down in the country. It remind me on this particular buses. The buses, most of them are accident buses. They put TA, they plastic, they do everything, and they spray it. They can spray the engine, they like new engine. They get technology, they get new way of doing it. Then they put the plastic on it. They see they will fix it, they fix the seat for different places, they store it in a particular as a living car factory. Ask anybody. This is not a joke, reality. So it reminds me the people that stole the government money to bring their bosses in Liberia are asking United Party here now. You're going to bring them to justice. Those that took that contract from the president, the damaging record, the damaging the president record, please, me allowed to play the devil advocate. Because I know Georgia brought developmental politics, they want even there. They won't compare. They won't rush for everything. They're not even looking at the real picture. Please, the United Party people that crafted people. Please, you know what? They never brought their boss in the rainy season. God. Please, they really see. They brought them in the dry season period to play on the Liberian people. You know, God can please you laughing. See what now why we told the people there's not an AR video, it's reality. Look at it less than 1 week, 2 weeks after the president finished parading the country with that ball, where they put it, trying to tell you the president is not in control. Anybody, the president got to be angry. The president need to be angry. These are news bosses, please. These are not new bosses. I think Domo, you told me about, I know that Tata boss, Tata from India. Tata, that boss, Tata, Tata from India. And for India, one thing happening in the women war now, one thing happening in Europe here. All the diesel car now they come and get rid of the diesel car and they ship it to Africa. The people don't want diesel to exist in Europe anymore. Diesel, they're getting about 3 to 4, 5 more years from now, they're getting rid of diesel in the European Union. So where will the diesel cars then go? They will go to Africa, the other places. But the particular boss, the president need to bring these people to hold these people responsible for disgracing the president, not the United Party, the president, because why? They put the president in the boss, they lie to the president. This not a new boss, no. They put this boss, most of the bosses are accident bosses. They took inches, they send the inching pass all over the world now, inching pass. They just put it into the bosses, pin it, put it, and lie, and get that $3 million. That bosses, no, it's too disturbing. It's too disturbing. No, that politics. They're disgracing the president. The president need to bring the people to vote. Sack them. This is a president image because he was in the boss. He paraded in the boss here. So there's not an AR video. It's reality. Majority of the news car in the country, majority of reality. They are They are all dated news car ratting. They just face it in Europe, cover it and dumping in Africa. Not only Liberia, in Nigeria, in Ghana, in everywhere, in Guinea, part of the West market for it. That the
Thank you
West
so much,
market.
my brother. Thank you so much. My people, you know, this is funny, but this is also serious. This is waste of the Liberian people money. When we're telling your feed that are joking, but you people are seeing it. Look at the bus that they jets they carry to Liberia. Every may complete 3 weeks. Look at the bus. They wanna up there, they show you how it moving.
And I drive CC on, and I drive CC on.
Exactly so. And this is on a normal road. I mean, a normal paved road. A normal paved road. It is there. Look at the buses. In less than a month, look at what is happening to these buses.
Oh, that they what they say they'll get the grand here, eh?
To the president, the first one broke down on the other side. So they took the children from in the first one and they brought the second one, the video that died. They took the school children from in the first bus and said, no, they boys, the way it broke down, they didn't bring the second one. The second one, they even sent for to come and carry the children back. But it broke down. You see why we continue to say they go yellow machine thing that people want eat money? The buses like these, I mean, these cheap buses that at least about 45,000 I can give you a brand new one. If these people, let's take for example, 45 to 50,000 I can give you a very new bus.
Yes.
New bus, I mean, factory made with plastic on it,
Yeah. With air condition.
They can give you these buses. So if these kind of things are happening to these buses, think about the yellow machine where they're talking about almost $28 million. What will come from inside? Liberia will not be the graveyard for yellow machine, my people. Imagine. And some of the examples you should look at and know that these people desperation is to the extent where even heaven is concerned. Buses, as cheap as these buses are, the least. If these people can be brave enough to go and buy fifth-handed, that's why not even first-hand, not even second-handed, and not even third-handed, fifth-handed bus the people can buy and bring it to Liberia in this dry season time. On Kota Road, the bus moving in a day, it bang. It bang.
And the heating Liberia, no air condition, the poor thing.
They just carry right to Banga. That just Banga they carry two broke down. Two broke down. And you see somebody think be talking that the boss here, the president was waving to people. He said motel Liberia upside down because of him. The boss that do not have any future for people with disability. We said it here. That boss, it has no future for people with disability. So you buy buses, not taking into consideration the population that has disability. You just buy the bus and just bring it. When you look in the bus, we saw the bus. You look in the bus, you know how the bus were looking.
Man, I will blame Joey, man. Joey are putting the people on too much tension, man.
We told you, my people. Yeah, look at these buses. Look at the buses. We told you that the bus they call for holiday for. They say there must be national holiday, and you see the kind of disgrace we find ourselves in. I tell you that these people are a bunch of rogues.
I mean, Joey are bad man. They
where we at.
They got to compete with Joey about.
Time is of essence, and time are caught up with us. We'll go to our brother, Honorable Dobayu.
Yeah, for closing. Yeah.
Honorable Dobayu, one of the issues that I would like to talk about as we're closing is about this missing soldier. We have a missing officer from the armed forces of Liberia. I think it's going down pretty close to, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about 7 to 8 months. Let's hear from
Yeah, he got missing since November last year, sir.
Wow.
I think something.
Sir Harris.
He got missing. This man was an officer in the barracks on duty. He got missing since November 12 last year. Over 1 year, nobody can see his body. If somebody can talk to him, nobody know where he is. Joseph BOAKAI is aware. The governor of Liberia is aware. The Ministry of Defense is aware. The Chief of Staff is aware. Everybody in Liberia is aware. This guy, there was information that he had some information on, the time the other, it was some conspiracy, but it felt like this guy, he was a loyalist to the past regime, and he had some information. Some other things went on in that place that were not okay. This guy got missing since then. Nobody can see. Nobody know whether they bury him in the ocean. Nobody know whether they eat his body. Sir Harris has been missing, and nobody is saying anything. We've been raising the flag. This one will be one of the reasons why some of us, we're going to join the protest of Modu. I think next week, starting from next week, we'll start talking about the protest. Starting from next week, we need to endorse the protest. We start talking about that protest. Sir Harris, he served Liberia. He has served his country for over 10 solid years. He's an officer of higher ranking officer. Imagine if a officer, if you're in the barrel, will get missing, nobody can account for him. What becomes of you, ordinary citizen? The same way we're talking about rape, nobody was talking today now. 8-year-old got raped. If AFL may have gone in him and people, it may have a weapon,
that
you know, it may have in him and got missing. Imagine what happens to the ordinary citizen. Imagine what happens. So this is the topic we might start with on Monday, my dear brother. Well, what I want to say is that what we stand for is what we have. Joseph BOAKAI is offering nothing different than what he promised. You know, so I know how disappointing it is, but it is what it is. Thank you very much. God bless you and God bless our country.
Thank you. My brother Jake, let's hear your conclusion, sir. Sorry, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, you said it all. You always flagging concerning the military. The first guy that was killed. You remember we flagging. We show video 18. Nothing come out of it today. Another one disappear. Another one disappear. How many months? A lot of months now. Nobody get the military chief or the defense minister. Nobody know, or the sport person. Nobody can come out and say anything. So yeah, but Prince, that's the unity party for you. That's the unity party for the followers. Yeah. Every from the initial stage, every rule of law have been trampled upon. No law and order. Everything they don't care. Yeah, they love power, so they don't care for the ordinary people. So we're just, as you said, we inform the people. You will listen to all. You want to believe it. You believe it. You want to believe it. But we are here to set the message outside there that maybe probably a lot of people will change. A lot of new people will know how to vote next time. Well, this is why they brought upon us now. Yeah, this is why they brought upon us because they were impatient in things. And what a lot of things went on concerning the past election. But now we're in 2 years into that presidency, nothing working. Yeah, we see them reflecting every negative thing concerning them. But George Weah, he changed a lot of things in the country. He brought politics that no politician would ever divert from the politics. That while the Unity Party is struggling, you see it. Comparing everything. The men put in certain space that they're forced to compete, breaking bosses and writing all these things in everything. So Georgia, to me, Georgia changed the whole face of politics in the whole Republic of Liberia, you like it or not.
Thank you. Thank you. So, fellow Liberian, there you have it. All we can do is to continue to educate you, continue to show you the facts, continue to give you all of the information that you deserve. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you who has been with us for the past 2 hours. Until we meet again this evening, late this evening, have yourself a God blessed day and bye for now.
Yeah, bye-bye.